Joyce the librarian, strict vegetarian, 40 and living with Mum. Wears sandals and glasses, attends evening classes, wonders when romance will come. Though she's never been kissed, it's not something she'd miss until some weeks before, when George the Rotarian, handsome Lotharian, came through the library door. George was unmarried, and the torch that Joyce carried was burning a hole in her heart. She wanted to show him, but didn't yet know him. She didn't know how to start. So with growing abhorrence, she read D.H. Lawrence to glean a few ideas, which she turned down flat. She couldn't do that, not in 100 years. Joyce the librarian, strict vegetarian, burning with animal lust. Alarming sensations, strange palpitations, a mix of delight and disgust. So she busied herself rearranging the shelf to try to control her dreams. Joyce the librarian, disciplinarian, was falling apart at the seams. Very next day she kept out of the way when George returned his books. But with growing conviction she moved through fiction, threw him some longing looks. And when George joined the queue, she knew just what to do. She smiled and removed her specs, but looked on in horror, 'cause he'd come to borrow the further joys of sex. Perhaps because latterly she'd read Lady Chatterley, something just snapped in her head. She gave herself gladly, wildly and madly to George that night in his bed. But just as she'd feared, old George disappeared, some other librarian to woo. There's a sob in her voice, 'cause both Book and Joyce are a fortnight overdue.